Good morning, guys, and welcome back. So it's another gorgeous morning. The cows were all out on pasture this morning, so Brent had to go round them up with the four-wheeler. It was so hot yesterday, and it's supposed to be so hot today, so I think that's why they went outside last night, is because it was so hot yesterday. They didn't do much grazing. It was 87, I believe, here, with like, I don't even know, like 100% humidity. It was ridiculous. You couldn't even walk outside without feeling like you were going to pass out. For a Mainer, I know a lot of you guys get a lot hotter weather than that. But we're just not used to that kind of weather, so it really takes the wind right out of you because it just never happens around here. In the summer, it's usually like high 70s with not much humidity, maybe low 80s, but like not much humidity at all. So the humidity and the higher temperatures is just really, really hard. I don't know how you guys do it that live in places that are like that all the time. I just couldn't do it. But today is supposed to be exactly the same. Yesterday, there was a chance of thunderstorms. I'm not really sure if there is today. I would assume when the humidity's that high that there's probably always a chance of thunderstorms, but today is actually supposed to be worse, I believe. I don't know if it's just supposed to be hotter or if the humidity is supposed to be worse. I don't really know, but they said today was supposed to be worse. So I wanted to update you guys on a couple things because I've got everything done in the barn that I need to get done. I've got the stalls all hoed out, their cornmeal is all ready. I have the wash already running in here. That is filling right now. I want to show you guys a few things first. So we did get our inspection yesterday. We got a 96. So the two things that they marked off, she took 2 points off for, yesterday we had to run and get some parts for the milk room. So we didn't completely finish really flushing the line because we always run a rinse when we come back anyway, before we start milking, obviously. So we shut it off before it was really done. It still had a little bit of water in it from the last wash. So it hadn't completely drained out of the milk lines. She said to make sure that the milk lines were drained, so she took off 2 points for that. And then the other 2 points she took off were for the screen door. It doesn't have a spring that self-closes, so she took off a couple points for that, and that was it. Now Brent is back, so we have to get the cows in. We got all the cows in, they've been fed and everything. We already took a couple bales out back for them for when they go outside today. Since it's gonna be hot, we wanted to make sure they had something to eat outside, but there was something really exciting that I wanted to show you guys out in the free stall. So, there he is right now. So we got a new bull. He's not actually ours. Around here, it's very common to have somebody just bring over a bull and leave it. He's very friendly too, kind of strange, but so he is a registered shorthorn. Not really sure how old he is. We actually got him from the same place that I was saying that we picked up the 2 jerseys from. They had him, and they didn't have, I think they had a few more cows other than the 2 that we bought. But they didn't want him to get bored not having any cows around. They didn't want him to get mean, so they asked if we'd be interested in taking him. And since our Hereford bull was going to be going in the fall anyway, we called up the guy who owned him and asked if he could take him a little bit sooner. So the Hereford is gone. Teddy is gone. That's kind of sad. We had him for almost 2 years, I think. Probably one of the longest. We had one a little bit longer than him, and he was still just as good as could be. He was never mean. Obviously, you don't trust any bull, but I especially don't trust dairy bulls. Beef bulls are a little different. You can at least be in with them as long as you're paying a really, really close attention to them. I tend not to get in with a dairy bull at all because one time we had a bull that was really, really, he wasn't calm, but he never came after anybody, and I was out in the pasture and he was up in the barn. Or so I thought. So I was out getting the cows, and the cow that I was herding in just kind of stopped and was looking up on the hill, and I was like, what is your problem? So I looked up, and the bull had come out of the barn, and he was just standing there watching me. So I just kind of turned and slowly started walking back toward the woods, and then I could hear him running behind me. So I just took off running like a bat out of you-know-where, and I made it to the trees and climbed up into a tree, and thank goodness I was fine. He just stood at the base of the tree, like rubbing his head on the tree. Freaked me out completely, so I go nowhere near bulls now. I always stay pretty far away from them, and I'm very, very careful around all bulls. So Neil is still here. He's out there somewhere. They get along really, really well. I think his name is Nico. I don't know why he's just showing us his butt. Hey, Nico. Hey, Nico. Hey, come here. I know you hear me. You're looking at me. All right, whatever. He is a very aggressive breeder. He's been after quite a few cows already, and it's only been 2 or 3 days. But like I said, he's super friendly. He wants to come over when you're at the gate and just like lap your hand and stuff, which is a little odd. I've never had a bull that's that friendly, but they said that he was really good with them, never caused a problem, even though they only had a few cows. And most bulls would get bored that he was always really, really good, but they said if he ever had a temper or turn, to give him a call and they would come pick him up. So yes, that is our new herd bull. So we're gonna be keeping some of the cross calves from him and also some of the ones from Neil. Like I said, he's a milking shorthorn, so those should be pretty good crosses. We're gonna keep anything that's full-blooded, you know, like a full-blooded Jersey and a cross with him. So a Jersey shorthorn, a Holstein shorthorn. We're gonna be keeping all of the best cows' calves. We do have some crosses, like a Holstein Jersey cross, that we will be probably keeping calves from them as well, because they're really, really good cows. Like this one right here, for example. She is a Jersey Holstein and she's one of our best producers. I actually saw Neil breed her the other day, but if it didn't take and she does get bred by this shorthorn, we will be keeping it no matter what, obviously, but that would make it a shorthorn Jersey Holstein cross, or it could possibly be a Dutch belted Jersey Holstein cross. I don't know, we will see. I did wean Satchmo, so he's eating grain right now. He actually doesn't care at all. She cares more than he does, which I think is extremely odd, because she wasn't even eating off the feeder anymore, but apparently not having the feeder there every day, twice a day, is freaking her out. So she just spends all day mooing her head off unless she's eating, which she's doing right now, so she's being quiet. Thank goodness. So we've got to get into milking, but I figured I'd show you guys those two Jerseys because I haven't showed you them yet. So one of them is right here. So this is the oldest girl. She is 7 or 8. They weren't really sure exactly how old she is, so she's on the older side. You okay? She said, I just wanted the camera on me, that's all. I'm not sure exactly how far into her lactation she is, but she does give a little bit more milk than the younger one. She needs to put on just a little bit more weight. She's not a real aggressive eater, so we've been trying to let her out after we milk her so she has a free chance to go out and eat off the bales while no one's around to push her around. The cow that's next to her right now is being mean to her, so I'm thinking about moving her to her stalls. She's very sweet. Her name is Nikki. Whenever I go out, she comes right up to me and she just like kind of waits for me to lead her in. The other one, who does the same thing, I actually have to lead them both in because they just kind of like flock to me when I go out there. I believe she's down here somewhere. She's right here. So this is the other one. Her name is Dawn. She's about 3 years old. She's just as sweet as the other one. She's actually a little bit more timid than the other one, so we let her out after we're done milking as well, just to make sure she gets a few extra bites to eat before the bullies come out and push them away. But they always have pasture to go out on anyway. Fitting in good. They're very, very sweet, like I said. You could just pet them all day long. You're a good girl, aren't you? Yes. We've got to get into milking. It's going to be an extremely hot morning, I can tell already. I'm just wearing a t-shirt and shorts. I am already dying, so we got a bunch of stuff we want to do today, so hopefully we're going to get out there before the sun gets up in the sky too much. There's one other thing in the milk room that I want to show you guys. Brent's coming out right now, I think. Oh, hi. Excuse me. Got a new faucet. So the old one, I think Brent said was 60 years old. We just put this one in yesterday, I think. What happened to the other one was this hot water is never hooked up on this, just the cold water. So for some strange reason, when you turn on the cold water, it was siphoning over into the hot water section, which wasn't hooked up, just like this one isn't hooked up. So it was just leaking right out of it whenever you turned it on. So you only had about half a stream coming out this and the other half going out the bottom of this pipe. So Brent picked up a new one of those and we hooked that up. And it looks kind of out of place because it's so shiny. Got yourself a new float valve?
Yeah.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
It's a nice one. Is it metal?
Yeah. They make plastic and metal. They both work good. But...
Is that for the outside tank?
Yeah.
Noticed it was leaking the other day, so. Hey. What? Saw you had a mouse earlier. Good job. Cows always give them the side eye, like, what the heck is that? I think you're so pretty. I think you're so pretty. Before we get going, Brent is going to bring the sawdust truck around for me. He has to go get sawdust today anyway. I'm not really sure. I don't think I'm going to be going. I think I've got some stuff to do around here. But he did pick up some of this PB Blaster white lithium grease the other day. So we're going to be putting that on the door hinge so that it doesn't squeak anymore. I know that's been bothering a lot of you guys, and honestly, it's pretty annoying. So I'm going to be putting some of that on there and seeing if we can't quiet that up. And also today, I think I'm going to be taking a look to see if I can tell where that beep is coming from and maybe get that to go away. Sometimes it doesn't do it and other times it does it all the time. And it doesn't honestly bother me because I can't even hear it anymore, but I know it's really annoying for you guys that are watching because that's probably all you can hear the entire video. So we're gonna try to straighten that out. There's the beast. I can't see it.
Yeah.
There we go. Now try it. Look at that. No more squeak. You guys might miss it, so I'll make the sound effect.
Got something for you.
What? Got something for me? Oh. Trash. Why, thank you. How kind. Oil. Look how hazy it is over there already. I guess maybe. That stuff works good.
PV blaster, yeah.
Don't be shy. Spray liberally.
So you can buy more.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
I like the beat.
Is it gonna do it? You watch. It's not gonna beep. No. It's not beeping. Now it's not gonna do it. When I want to try to figure out how to get it fixed, it's not gonna beep. I swear it comes from down here somewhere. Naturally. Darn you, you dumb little truck.
Oh, the door works good.
So we're just finishing up milking our last cow, and I do need to be drying off this one right here, so she's probably about 5 weeks away from calving. Generally, anywhere between 4 and 6 weeks, we will dry a cow off, which if you're new to farming and you don't really know what that means, it just means we won't be milking her and we're gonna put penicillin in her udder that just keeps her from getting an infection. She's gonna have a 4 to 6 week period of time where she just doesn't milk at all. Gives her time to rest, have her calf, and then we'll start milking her again. And about a week after she calves, we'll put her back into the milking lineup. So 4 weeks would be a cow that's had multiple calves, like this cow right here. She's probably on her 4th or 5th calf. She would only need a 4-week dry period because she's an older cow and they just don't need as long. This one right here, this will be her 3rd calf. So she probably needs in between around 5 weeks, not quite 6 weeks, which is what a heifer would need. A heifer would need 6, maybe a little over 6 weeks of a dry period because they're younger and they just need a little bit more time to prepare for their next calf. The older cows, they've done it 1,000 times. Their body is used to it, so they don't need quite as long. So we're gonna get her up because naturally she laid down, so we're gonna have to wash her again. Get up, honey. Good girl. Wash. So she laid down. And this is what we'll be using today. This is a, I don't know if you can see that, it's quartermaster dry cow. They're nice and clean. Don't want anything going up into her teats. So I have some alcohol wipes here that I'm gonna just dab on her teats before I give her one of these quartermaster tubes in each quarter. This is just penicillin that's suspended in, I don't know, some other kind of liquid. I'm not a doctor. Just give her one of those in each quarter. I really like these ones because they have the longer tip on them. A lot of them nowadays have the really short one on them, and I find that that's very hard to get in a cow that has short teats. So I really like these, and you can pop them off, and in a pinch you can use this as a drain tube. So first we'll wipe 2 of her teats with one of these alcohol wipes. If I can figure out how to get it open. There's no cut on it. There we go. It's actually a pretty big towel, so I'm going to do all of her teats with this one. I'm just going to dab them a little bit. I should mention that for about 2 weeks before we dry a cow off, we milk them once a day just to make them naturally slow down in their milk production anyway. We do not give them a plug or anything. A lot of people, I don't think they make it anymore, but we used to use something that was called, oh geez, I'll have to ask Brent, I don't remember what it's called, but it's basically just a plug to keep the cow from leaking and to keep that penicillin up in them. But if you'd only milk them once a day for about 2 weeks and our cows aren't pushed anyway, that's not going to be an issue. We've never had any problem with it since we stopped using that. But I have to ask Brent what it's called because I completely forgot. It was in a big tub, had 300 tubes of it. Can't even remember. All right, so you're just gonna strip them out a little bit. No big deal. Good girl. And now we're gonna give her a little post dip. Or spray, as it may be, I guess. There, all done. We're a good girl. All right, so we got all the cows outside and everything. Now, Brent just headed over to that field that we baled a few days ago. I don't know exactly how long ago that was, but we're gonna be picking up some of the wrap bales that are in that field. We got the bale trailer. Brent did fix the tire. He took that somewhere and dropped it off the other day. Got that back on there, and we're gonna go pick up a load of 8, I think. Where's the air conditioner in this thing? So he just left. We're probably gonna majorly beat him there, but well, I can't even see that trailer. Just barely see it over the tailgate. We're probably gonna beat him there, so we'll have to wait for a while, but that's okay. Give us a minute to rest in the air-conditioned truck. Usually this trailer like moves around. Oh, there it goes. So usually you can't go very fast because it does this. There it goes. I'm gonna slow down a little bit. Oh, buckle. Sorry, guys. There we go. There he is. John Deere. Speaking of, did anybody hear about the massive layoffs that John Deere is doing? Unbelievable. Say it's due to a depressed farm economy. Ironically, a lot of farmers are still spending like it's not a depressed farm economy. Sorry guys, my camera just died. We're back. The reason we're not haying today is because it's supposed to rain tomorrow and the next day and the day after that and then 2 days after that. So it's gonna rain for almost 4 days straight. So we're not gonna be doing anything today because there's a chance of thunderstorms. I don't think it's gonna happen, but there is a chance. So it's 89, it's 81 right now, or 82 it says here, but 11 degrees above the average temperature in Maine. Its average for today would be 78. Heat advisory. It's 81 right now, but it's 87 because of the humidity. So when it's 89, it's going to feel like 101. Yay! It's gonna leave the Kubota up here and ride back with us. Yeah, we're full. Ready?
Yeah, hold on a second.
Jeez.
Right in front of the rake. Right
in front of the rake.
Down there.
By the
by the
skid tank?
Yeah, that's fine.
Just driving?
No, just going this way. Right straight toward the rake.
Okay.
Keep on trucking. Perfect.
Look at that pretty tractor.
Pretty old and ugly.
Oh. Sounds like you need to grease that door.
Yeah, I can do that with them.
There we are. Hey, they smell good. I can smell them. How did I lose my shoes? What the heck? I swear I just had them. That's why I'm always barefoot, guys. I don't even know I did it. Alright, so we are at the mill. I obviously did end up going after all. And I thought it was hot everywhere else. I can't even imagine working in this yard. It's like 1,000 degrees. I think the loader just came over right now. We've only been here for like a minute, so we should be able to get loaded up pretty quick. So I'm going to drive ahead and just sit over so we can hook that down. it is nighttime. The girls are leaving. We just finished milking and everybody is headed out to pasture. Actually, most of them are already out to pasture, and I just thought I'd show you guys this because this is like, I think, the most beautiful time on the farm right here. The sun is setting and it's just so beautiful over on the lake, and the cows are all out to pasture because it's nice and cool for them to be outside. So they're just kind of spread out grazing wherever, and I just think it's really gorgeous. So I just wanted to show you guys. I hope you... What? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like and comment down below and subscribe because that does help us out a lot. Enjoy your evening, girls. I think they're confused because I'm not usually out here, but... I just remembered the name of that stuff we used to put in cows. Orbicele. It's called Orbicele. Why does your brain work like that? It's just all of a sudden it just pops in your head and it's like you're subconsciously thinking about it all day. I don't know. You guys know the drill. Keep it real, keep farming, and I hope you join us in the next video.